Hey everyone, my name is Jo Mooy.
And I'm Patricia Cockerill.
We're back with video 2 of a personal retreat we took to Crestone, Colorado. Video 1 tells you about this very remote spiritual location that's 8,000 feet up the Sangre to Cristo mountains. The link is below. In video 2 that you're about to watch, you'll be introduced to the Mountain Zen Center, which is the home of a Zen Buddhist monastic order.
You'll get to see the Zen Center, the grounds, and the meditation hall, as well as some of our own experiences. We hope you enjoy it, and if you leave a comment, we always do reply. Also, it really helps the channel if you hit the thumbs up button and also subscribe. Now, let's have a look at the Crestone Zen Center, and thank you for watching. Every summer, we take time to recharge our batteries with a personal retreat. Over the years, we've chosen different destinations to work on our spiritual practices. In July 2024, we went to the remote town of Crestone, Colorado, in the Sangre de Cristo Mountains. 8,000 feet up the mountains, Crestone isn't an easy place to get to, as you have to drive several hours on 2-lane roads across the high desert. But that remoteness is ideal for doing inner spiritual work. Over 24 spiritual centers feel the same and have built their centers on the mountain and offer retreats throughout the summer.
We chose the Mountain Zen Center in Crestone for our retreat because Zen Buddhism emphasizes simplicity, awareness, non-duality, and the meditation practice of just sitting in silence. We've learned that silent sitting is an extraordinary antidote to the constant stresses that besiege modern humans. Zen Buddhism was introduced to the West by Suzuki Roshi, who founded the first Zen Buddhist monastery in San Francisco. He taught 40-minute silent sitting meditations that became wildly popular with American students as well as professionals. His successor was Baker Roshi, who founded an international Dharma Sangha in 2 locations, one in Germany and the other the Crestone Mountain Zen Center that was built in 1986.
A Dharma Sangha is a community of monks and lay people who live together in harmony with universal and natural laws. The Zen Center was designed with those principles in mind. They blended the natural landscape and natural materials into the buildings that support the community. The dome on the property was constructed entirely of wood. Hundreds of curved 2x4 timbers were used to support the dome and the outside skin of the structure. This dome spans 2,850 square feet and rises 24 feet from the floor to the skylight. The dome has become an interfaith chapel that is used for group retreats, ceremonies, rituals, and kirtans led by other centers in the extended community.
The main building is also built with natural materials and skylights that bring the outside in. The large, rough-hewn timbers, without ornamentation, are testament to the Zen construct of simplicity. The library is a gathering area for meetings, a place to sit with a spiritual book, and it welcomes new arrivals to their retreats. Continuing the theme, natural wood and stone pillars form the dining hall that serves the members of the Sangha. Most of the light comes from the row of windows that open onto a garden. Located just off the kitchen, the dining hall opens to a greenhouse where veggies and fruit grow to feed the residents.
The meditation hall is a short walk up the hill from the main building. It was also constructed with the same natural materials as the rest of the structures on the land. As Zen is the Japanese form of Buddhism, the meditation hall follows a traditional Japanese design. It's used for sitting, contemplation, and meditation training. Inside the meditation hall, you'll notice the use of the same rough-hewn timbers to support the roof. Small horizontal windows are placed over the elevated meditation platforms. Surprisingly, even in the heat of summer, the interior was quite cool. The interior is clean and uncomplicated, with the subdued lighting giving a feeling of being contained inside of a reverent space.
The art of Zen is simplicity. Yet, entering the hall, all eyes come to rest on the altar. Drums and bowls, used by practice leaders, invoke states of awareness or in support of chanting or mantras. The drum on the left is over 3 feet in diameter. A large golden Buddha is the main focus in the room. A prayer box, sacred relics and vessels, along with a photo of founder Suzuki Roshi, are below the Buddha. Prized statues, some over 800 years old, surround the Buddha. While many holy objects are on this altar, in comparison to many other Buddhist altars, it's actually fairly simple.
This photo shows a very large Jambati Bowl that's used in many ceremonies and sound meditations. It was hammered and crafted by Tibetan priests. We were privileged to listen to the deep, resonant sound of this sacred bowl when a monk named Brian played it for us. You'll notice the very slow reverence with which the bowl is struck.
The ornate altar is offset by the clean lines of the monks' assigned seating. The black mats and cushions are neutral colors and complement the natural wooden platforms. The meditation platform was designed in a U shape around the perimeter of the room, so there's always a view to the altar. Each mat and cushion is lined up in order of seniority with the monk's name on a small piece of paper. We were taken to an elevated cushion section on the north side of the wall that was unassigned. We were allowed access to the hall by ourselves all afternoon, and there we were able to meditate in the traditional Zen practice of sitting in silence without anyone disturbing us. With this last slide of Patricia on the cushion, she's going to say a final word about sitting in silence.
If you'd like to try a short Zen meditation, there is a link in the description to a 3-minute practice guided by me. Lastly, please consider subscribing to our channel and hitting the thumbs up button. Thank you for joining us.